Hey folks, I'm Tori. Welcome to Bass Strategy. Today we are out on the water. The sun just came up. It's going to be a beautiful fall day, and we're going to be out here throwing some top water. I've got the popper tied on. I got a lipless crankbait tied on, and I also got a soft plastic jerk bait. It's called the Slug-Go. So we're going to be using that out there today, and let's see what we can do. There we go. Let's see. Not too bad. There's one on the popper to start off the day. There we go. A little bit better. Here's another one on the popper. This guy has been eaten up this morning. Beauty. There we go. Another one that's been feeding up. Third one on the popper this morning. A little smaller. Another one on the popper. A little smaller this one, but still eating well. Alright, let me talk to you about what was going on over here. We just got into some really good topwater bass fishing. I actually got 3 casts in a row. So where I am is just outside of a cove. There's some dying grass and some still live grass on the outskirts of that cove off of the point. And so I was throwing this Megabass Pop Max popper in there, and like I said, 3 casts in a row I caught them, and they were just up there eating bait. You could see the bait out on the surface of the water, and they were just getting them on the surface. So we had a really good bite. It just kind of slowed down a little bit, so I'm going to move out and try to find some more bait fish. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, got off right at the boat. That was a nice one. There we go. Ooh. Another amber. Another one on the popper. Well, I almost hate to leave this spot, but I'm going to leave this spot. I'm going to go back further down toward the back of the lake. I know there's some deeper water back there. I really want to see what's going on to see if maybe there's bigger fish over there feeding. So let's go. Alright, now that there's a lull in the action this morning, I want to explain a little bit about what my plan was coming in for today and what's happening right now. So I came in with the plan to start off with the popper, which, as we know, worked out really well early on this morning. Now, I'm going to say that today's actually a post-frontal day. After about a week of some really warm, humid weather, yesterday we had some heavy rain and wind push through, and now it's a nice, cool, more fall-like day. Normally you would think that the cold front that pushed through would kill the fishing. But I just want to point out that's not always the case. So don't feel like if it's a post-frontal day that's automatically going to mean the fishing's going to be slow, because as we saw this morning, it was a feeding frenzy. So now that that frenzy has slowed down, I'm going to start focusing more on my other techniques that I brought in the Slug-Go and the Lipless crankbait. So let me start off talking about the Slug-Go. This is something that a lot of people don't really use anymore. This was really popular before the Senko or the standard stick bait came out. This was a lot more popular. I don't see a lot of people throwing it anymore, and it is really deadly. It falls into that same category as a fluke. What's so great about it is you still get a lot of action on the fall with this lure. So it has a nice spiraling action as it falls, which is very similar to a tube, a little bit larger of a spiral down. And then when you start jerking it in, it has a really nice erratic action. Definitely check them out, the Lunker City Slug-Go. So I'm going to start using this a little bit. I'm going to try going into more of the weedy pockets and seeing if I can finding them in there with this. So the lipless crankbait that I started the day with is the Jackall TN disc knocker. It's a really unique one knocker. It's got a little metal disc in there that gives it that unique sound. However, I don't think this is the vibration that is going to be working today. I haven't had any activity on it whatsoever. So I'm going to go to just a standard lipless crankbait. I think I'm going to go with the Sixth Sense lipless crankbait, and I'm going to try that. And if that doesn't work, I'll move over to the silent before finally, if I can't get anything going on the lipless, I'll try a square bill crank as well. So I'm going to change this out, and then we're going to go work this a little bit, work this area a little bit more before pulling back out to the main section of the lake where we were earlier to see if we can get some more activity. Go. This felt a lot bigger. Let's get stuck in the right there. Little guy. Little guy going after the lipless. Ooh, that one hit it like a freight train. go. Another one on a lipless. Let's let this one go. Well, that one, like I said, hit it like a freight train. So I'm in this area right now where I'm actually anchored in about 10 feet of water, and there's some shallow weeds up in front of me quite a ways, but as you come out a little deeper here, in that 8-9 foot deep area, there are these little grass patches that come up almost all the way to the surface. I was here a little earlier using that one knocker and coming through because I figured there'd be some fish kind of corralling some of that bait into these little weed grass clumps. Didn't get anything, but when I saw the activity going on the 6th Sense Quake, I figured I'd give it another try, and I got one right away. So let's keep going.
There we go. Ooh, this one might be a little better. Oh yeah.
A little bit better there. Another one on the lipless crank. So let her go.
Go. Here's one on the Slug-Go.
First one of the day on the Slug-Go.
There we go.
Another one on the lipless. Let's get them back.
There we go. Oh, through it. Yeah, that's too bad.
So after that lost fish, I took the time to check my hooks on my lipless, and they were getting a little dull. So I took the time and put on some new fresh treble hooks on there. I have a red one here on the front here to match the belly of this lipless. Now a lot of guys don't carry extra treble hooks on them, and I would challenge you to say you probably always carry extra worm hooks on you, so why not extra trebles, just to make sure you will always have the sharpest hooks on there. So let's see if we can get a couple more.
There we go. Coming at me a little bit here. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh.
Nice one there on the lipless. Probably the best one of the day. Alright guys, I'm going to head on in. What a day we had today. We came out right at sunrise. We got a good topwater bite going, and we got him on the popper doing that for a little while. And then when that died down, we made an adjustment on the lipless crank, and we were able to keep the action going all the way into the late morning and now early afternoon hours. You know, I didn't get the Slug-Go going as well as I wanted to, but the reaction bite with that Lipless was going so well, I really just didn't want to throw that Slug-Go unless I really had to in the real shallow areas. Guys, that fall bite is on right now. Get out on the water and take advantage of it while you can. That window is going to close once the water gets really cold and we move into winter. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me that like and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.